Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host Tom Vase. Hope you can hear me okay. I am at yet another airport, which seems to be the light every few days, and I have about 15 minutes before I have to get into the plane. Figured why not? Let's do a very quick. Let's just do a quick video. I'm actually going to close this. I'm not going to pay attention to that, and yeah, let's do it. Go straight to screen share. I see a few people are on, a little too early for the US, but it's my only chance to do a video today. I'm speaking at the meetup tonight. I may or may not live stream it. It may or may not be recorded. I have no idea. We will all find out together in about 6 hours. Okay. My upcoming workshop will be this Sunday. It's on entries, exits, and stop losses. So go ahead and check that out if you are interested. My calendar, once I get back to the US after Prague, I will take my own calendar more seriously and figure out where the hell I'm going, probably for the rest of the year. So if you see your country on here, and that is Latvia for the geographically challenged. That is Azerbaijan, and that is Georgia, though there's no conferences going on there. This is me attempting to take a vacation. And but I'm telling you where it is, so that means peace and quiet is not going to happen. I may be in Israel as well. We'll see. There's events going on there. Anyway, that's September, and October is going to get filled out once I get back. All right, and as usual, if you guys want to support my channel, please check out the affiliate section. And pretty soon we will add an additional affiliate, which is here. This is LVL. Check this out. When we streamed this yesterday with Willy Woo, this had 4,700 on the wait list. It now has 6,300 on the wait list. This is your chance to get $5 a month fee because that ends. So it's about 5:30 in the morning in New York. That means it's 2:30 in the morning in California, and PDT is Pacific, so this is California. So you have about 6 more hours left to get your $5 a month. If you are interested, please see the link in this video description to register for $5 a month. It's in the video description, guys. We talked about it yesterday as well. Check out the interview with Willy Woo. Okay, shilling over. Let's talk about the price. Here's the weekly chart. The weekly chart does not look all that different from yesterday when we did this video. However, people were panicking last night, asking me to go live. I was enjoying my last evening in Ukraine. I wasn't going to go live. I was having fun. So right here, we are still holding the 50% Fibonacci line on a weekly scale. The 50% Fibonacci line is not very important to me at all. It is the 62% Fibonacci line that I actually care about. We were on our way to breaking it when I did that video saying that I am now turning bullish, even though I am very reluctantly bullish. Like, I don't want to be bullish in this market. I really don't. I think this is insane. I think the exponential rise of Bitcoin here is even more unreasonable than the exponential rise of Bitcoin here at the end of 2013. I think the move, this exponential move is more ridiculous than all of 2017, because in 2017, we had multiple 40% pullbacks, giving a chance for the price to reset. This time around, we have not had a single 40% pullback. We had a 25% pullback in like a day and a half, and then we had a 30% pullback in about 5 days. While the second one met my absolute minimum requirements, there's a reason why it's a minimum requirement. I prefer the maximum requirement, though my maximum requirement at the moment is a full-blown 80% correction down. So from a daily perspective, you are not yet on a short trade, right? Because remember, what are my rules for a short trade? I need a red 2 to trade below a red 1. That did not happen. We had a bad day yesterday, but today is starting off as a good day. So it's possible that this pullback from this double top is over, okay? I I'm not a believer that double tops reverse the market. That means I have a greater than 50% probability that we are going to go past these highs of 13,000. Now, Willy Woo actually disagrees with me. At the moment, Willy Woo is a little bit more bearish than I am, as you saw from the video yesterday, because by his metrics, and this is a great metric, by the way. I'm going to be paying attention to this chart a lot more often. I asked Willy Woo to raise this bottom dotted line from the 26 area where he has it over to the 30-point area, which would be like right here, okay? So I think the 30 area is a lot better of an indicator. And according to this, we are as oversold as we've been. The last time we were this oversold, overbought, wasn't even at the 2017 high. Even the 2017 high was lower on the NVT signal than the current high. And this is what I mean. Like, I didn't need this indicator to tell me that the current run-up is more ridiculous than the last bull market. Now, the only two times in the, we're going to call this the common era, right? Like ever since 2012, like things that happened in 2011 are very, very different. So since January of 2012, the only two times the MVT signal has been more overbought was at the 2013 first bubble and second bubble, okay? Now, the first bubble went from $10 to 250. That is an increase of how many X? So that's from 10, that's 25X, okay? 25X. The next bubble went from approximately 100 up to 1200. So that is 12X, okay? On a second go around. This time around, let's not cherry pick the low. Let's say we started rising exponentially from 4,000 to 14,000, right? So 4 to 14, that's only what? That's only about 4X, not even, a little less than 4X, right? And the MVT signal is even higher. So this means that we are due for a correction. Also keep in mind, the last big drop from 6,000 to 3,000 did not take the NVT signal down to this 30 area, okay? Look how many times in the 2016 bull market, right? Let's just say 2016 and 2017, this 2-year stretch. I should zoom in on that, right? Let's zoom in on this 2-year stretch. Boom, okay? January 2016, how many times did we get to the 30 line? Remember, I'm looking at the 30 line. This is the 30 line. Let me put it right. This is 32. Let me put it right at 30. There it is. There's the 30 line, okay? It's 30.1. How many times did we hit that line or came, within a hair of hitting it? We did it in January. Well, let's not count that one, right? We did it on a pullback in July of 2016. I can't move the mouse, guys, otherwise I'll lose the line. We did it 1, 2, 3 times in 2017. Sorry, 2 times in 2017, and once in February of 2018, we swung below it. So the last sell-off did not even take us anywhere near that 30% line. Okay, so keep that in mind. So the market never really bottomed out according to this indicator. Okay, I got 5 minutes left actually to go to my gate. So I'm gonna go through this fast. So however, this is conflicting with my TA of double top rules. And to me, this looks like the market wants to go a little bit higher. Maybe we'll hit 15, maybe we'll hit 16, and then we're gonna have an epic correction. I'll try to time it as best I can. But right now, unless we are breaking these lows right here at 11,000, and especially breaking the 10,000 area, I have to remain somewhat bullish here because of momentum, mostly. The 12-hour chart, is the one I'm really paying attention to. At the moment, I have a no trade zone on this, which I usually do. Most of the time, markets are generally in a no trade. This was a beautiful correction off the sequential of the setup 9 sell. 1 to 4 candle correction, and then probably higher. Now, let's see if this has any mustard. I would say that I almost want to tighten this range, right? If we can get above this area, ideally on a green 2 going above a green 1, and I can even raise this a little bit over to yesterday's lows, okay? If we go past yesterday's lows, I think we can go significantly lower. But if we can break above this area of 12,200, I'll even extend this line a little bit this way, right? If we can get above, remember, I needed us to go above this high for me to be bullish in the first place, right? People actually somewhat mistaken where I became a bull. I didn't become a bull at the very top, even though that's funny as hell. I technically became a bull right as we were breaking this prior swing high, okay? Because this was the new no trade zone, right? It kept tightening. So if we can break back above this trade zone at, let's say, 12,000, where's this line? 12,150, 12,200, I will be more comfortable with the bullish case once again. The 4-hour was really, really interesting, right? And people were panicking yesterday, but in my Telegram group, people were very, very conscious and aware and paid very close attention to the setup trend line. I know people hate the sequential, many people do, but this, look how many times it bounced your price. If you're a short-term trader, this is very, very useful to you. 1, 2, 3, 4 times this line was pierced, but never closed below it. Now we're working on a green 2 above a green 1. We had a really nice 4-hour. And if we can get back into this zone, this was my bullish zone, remember? If we can get back above this area, and again, the bottom end of that area is 12,040, and the top end is 12,200. If we can get over the second moving average, we're bullish once again, to me. That's not doing anything. Stock market isn't going to do much. I'm just going to glance at the futures. Everyone wants me to wants a comment on Trump. Trump apparently mentioned Bitcoin in his Twitter. I don't really want to go to my Twitter feed. I don't really want to go to my Twitter feed. So, but Trump did mention Twitter, and in his Twitter, he talked about Bitcoin. Why would Trump speak positively about Bitcoin, right? Like people don't understand, like, why would the Fed speak positively about Bitcoin? It goes against their own currency. But why would Trump speak positively about Libra coin, right? That goes against what they stand for. So Trump is saying exactly what he's supposed to say, and you shouldn't expect anything different. Not really much else to say. What is this? Oil is bullish to me at this point, and with this big breakout weekly candle, though I still wouldn't trade it. I think it's too risky. Gold is, I'm still skeptical on gold. Like if I was running a retirement portfolio like Tyler Jenks for clients, I would be long gold right now, but I would be on it would be on a very short leash. I just think I just think gold would have. Gold topped in 2011. I think gold will have a 20-year. I think it'll take gold at least 20 years to break the all-time high. So we're talking 2030 maybe. I don't know. It could be earlier. Maybe 20 is a little too much. Maybe 15 years. I just don't see it. I just see major strength in the dollar. I don't see the U.S. economy collapsing anytime soon. I see there may or may not be a recession. Who the hell knows? Though there was an interesting tweet about the recession. I don't really want to go to my Twitter feed right now. I don't want to dox people and things and who knows what else. Anyway, the TA on gold is bullish. I am skeptical from a fundamental perspective. It's kind of the same view I have on Bitcoin. The TA on Bitcoin right now, to me, is slightly bullish. But from a fundamental perspective, Bitcoin needs a significant pullback. Actually, from a TA perspective, it does as well. See the stock market on the other hand, right? I see a huge fundamental reason for the stock market to go to new all-time highs and a huge technical reason for the stock to go all-time highs. And I've been this way for 5 years. Now, for 5 years, I've been saying that the stock market is bullish fundamentally and technically. Bitcoin, in 2016 and 17, it was bullish fundamentally and technically. Ever since the top, it's pretty much bearish right now to me from a fundamental perspective as well, though the shit coins are dying, and that is very, very good. Speaking of shit coins, Ethereum, I can't wait for this coin to just die. I can't wait for people to rage quit the way the way one guy rage quit Ripple on Twitter. That was hilarious. This should be a correction, but the dollar price of Ethereum really depends on the dollar price of Bitcoin, and Litecoin makes sense. We talked about the 12-hour. It had sequential, 9, 13s all over the place. The daily had a combo and sequential 13. Though on a weekly scale, it's probably ready for more downside. All right, guys, I have to run to get onto my airplane. And thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all on the next one.